Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. I've actually, I will get it up on my computer just to make sure. But I have been having some tech problems since I changed my whole room around and that. And this morning I worked on it very hard. And let's see if, mind you, you work on it. I've got the mic working, so hopefully that's working as well. But yeah, I came in my craft room and I thought I'm going to do some craft. And I thought, no, I better get this sound all worked out. So let's see how we're going. I came in my craft room and it actually sounds a bit better. So let me turn myself off there. Now I can't see any comments now. Oh dear me, that's okay. That's the least of our worries. Okay. Oh, I know how to do it. No, that's not how to do it. Okay, I think I figured it out. So I've even got it up so we can have comments. So I'm still hearing myself. We'll get that gone. Okay, all right. Okay, well, hello. So I put a post up, changed my lifetime today as I have my team gathering tonight, which reminds me I must put that on our private Facebook group that we have our team gathering tonight. So that's exciting because there's lots of things going on in Stamping Up, but especially if you are a demonstrator, there's some great value, some great new product, and some great incentives. Like we can get some beautiful a beautiful bag at the moment, which is pretty cool, that a lot of the demonstrators are aiming for at the moment, which is like a little bit of an incentive. It's a beautiful, I wish I probably could actually show you, you know what? Because I know there is been some people that have been interested in joining, and you know what? If you join kind of now, if you're thinking about it, you've got that good deal of you get $235. So the current deal at the moment is $235 worth of product for $169. You don't pay any shipping. So you get $66 worth of product for free. But then you can also, and I probably don't have the picture of it here, do I? I can show you. You can also then, when you get into Stampin' Up World, they actually convert their dollars to CSV, but it gets really confusing, but that's what I'm here to help you with. But yeah, you get a certain amount, you spend or sell a certain amount, because you don't have to sell if you join. You don't have to do things like me if you join. You can just join and buy product for yourself. Like I always say, it's no commitment for joining. You can hang around for as long as you wish. The commitment is only if you want to stick around, then you need to spend about $126 a month. That's what it works out to be. If you spend more 1 month, then you're okay for your quarterly minimum. But they work it out over a quarterly minimum. Yeah, so yeah. But a lot of the well, you know what? Now it's disappeared, hasn't it? Let me see if I can find it. A lot of my team and myself, I'm giving it a red hot go, are trying to achieve the April sales incentive that they're calling it, and it's this one here. It's a beautiful strawberry slush bag. So that's one of our new returning colours, I believe, that's coming in May. So one of our new colours in May, but a lot of the team are going for that bag. So once you hit a certain spend amount, which when you join, it's just your quarterly minimum amount. So once you hit that amount, then you get that bag for free, and that one's not for sale. So that one's just something that Stamping Up has put out for demonstrators only. So well worth joining, because you get your $66 product for free for that $169. If you're thinking of spending that much, why not join? And then not only you have access to these catalogs. So we've got this one, and I actually haven't got the other one in here with me because I was just going to focus on this one today. We have this one and another one that are ending, catalogs that are coming to an end in May. So first week of May, these two end, and then the first week of May, our new one goes live. But you know what? I would focus on this one. This one's the value at the moment. Especially if you had some products in here on your wish list, you'll probably find they're discounted now. This catalogue is discounted up to 60%. So I'm going to show you some of my hot favorites. I've only got about 10 favorites. There is, I think, 15 odd pages online to go at. So the savings are amazing. But if you're a demonstrator, the perk is whatever it is for on discount, like discount to customers, we get our 20% discount on that as well. So it's great. If you've joined before and you're no longer active and you don't have a current demonstrator that you're working with, I'd love for you to join my team because yeah, it's well worth it. And you kind of would know if you have been a demonstrator before. But I know a lot of people are, well, there's a couple of people I know of that are thinking about it because their wish list is long. That's why I joined, and to get the discount. So you can get that wish list at a discounted price after you join. So it's a good deal. All right, so because I'm so mobile too, I think this microphone might actually help with that. Hey Dimity, how are you? So hopefully the sound is a lot better. I hope I spent some time this morning trying this, trying that. Didn't even have time to do my hair properly. I've chucked it up so that I can get in and make a card today. I need to make a card for a 30th birthday party for a guy. So we're going to make that. Was actually my nephew. So got a great set that's in the last chance sale for that as well. Yeah, so let's get started, hey? Cool. Now this is just a bit noisy while I do this, and then we should be right. All right, let's see how that flick turns out, because I'm even doing that differently now. You might get a bit dizzy, or you might have been a bit dizzy. It's probably all over and done with now. Yeah. Okay. So just someone let me know if you still can hear me, because since I've done that flip, and then I know, mind you, I could check it myself, but let me have a quick look, because I am testing it all. All right, the sound's still like we're there. Yay! Hey, oh, thank you, Dimity. Awesome. Okay, so I will keep my mouse over to the side here, and that way I can see comments and that. So say hello if it's first time watching and you haven't really commented. Say hello. I'd love to hear where you're watching from. If you're watching the replay, say hello as well. I do go back and look at comments and answer questions and all that jazz as well. So please do comment if you're watching afterwards. It's nice to know that people are tuning in. It's always good. All right. So like I said, we have two catalogues, this one, and now I wish I brought the other one. Doesn't matter. And the other one that is coming to an end. So I thought I would just show you some of the great buys in here. Oh, now before we get to the great buys, the other thing that is really pretty cool at the moment is a couple of card kits. Now I've got them, and not even just card kits. There's some pretty cool paper crafting kits as well. So the one, I actually put it on my page. My daughter's actually doing this one. It is really pretty. It's called the Paper Bouquet Kit. Now, it has all instructions. And I actually, when my daughter started doing this one, she was a little bit confused. It does use a glue gun, and you might actually need some pliers to bend the wire. If you have strong fingers, you probably can do it without, and that's just adding the beads. Like I say, my daughter's 14 and she's doing it at the moment, so it's not hard. However, she was getting a little bit confused with the pictures at first, so we just went to this QR code here, Stampin' Up Kits, and that was the full instructions. So an instructional video on how to do that. Now all our card making kits have that. So this is the bouquet done, but this is where she is at the moment, and she's really enjoying building the flowers. So I don't know what, that might be a little bit close up, but we'll see what it looks like. So that's the kit, that's the flowers here. Look, they are probably a bit too. Let me take them out of my container. Whoops. I better not wreck them for her. And there we go. See that? Aren't they beautiful? So pretty cool. And some really pretty colours. This is one of our newer colours that's coming in, the cloud cover. And then you've got your, I think it's actually Darling Duckling that's actually in there. That's one of our newer colours as well. So basic white cloud cover, Darling Duckling, our new Timid Tiger, and then it also has some Strawberry Slush in there, which Annabelle hasn't got to make in those ones. But how pretty is that? Really nice. I think that's a cool kit, something different. So it does come in, and I've actually purchased myself another one because I want to do one. So this is it here. It comes in this kit. Oops, Daisy. So it comes with all your wire, your beads, and then all of your pieces to make the flowers. Yeah, so really pretty. There you go. And she's just popped in. There you go. Would you come in to get it, or?
I was coming to get that.
Okay. There you go. Alrighty. I was just showing everyone it. That's so pretty. Oh, you want that as well? No, that's I bought another one.
Oh.
See?
Oh, you do?
So there's your instructions.
Thank you.
Cool. Alrighty. See ya. Bye. Okay, and then I also got another kit that I've been looking at for some time, and this is the Layered Landscape Kit. This makes photo frames. I haven't got it yet. I'm a little bit slow on the uptake for this one, but it comes with 4, I'm pretty sure it's 4, yeah, 4 photo frames that you can either hang or you obviously can stand them up. And then it's just obviously layered landscapes. So they're really nice to just sit down, relax, because all the instructions are there. You don't even have to think. And with holidays coming up for school and with me going away for a week, I always love to have a kit on hand to muck around with, especially at night time when you're not doing much. And then I got the other new one, which is the Essential Occasions Kit. And this one it basically is exactly what it says, the Essential Occasion Kits. It has something for every occasion. I love you, congratulations, happy birthday, so glad to have you in my life, thank you, and thinking of you. So aren't they nice? They look really pretty. No stamping. These ones are just put it all together. So everything you need, and then you just put them all together. Sometimes I probably would recommend to have a glue with a glue holder. If you'd like a glue holder, I do sell these ones. So these are $15 each. So if you're interested in these, this is my brand new fuchsia color, my pink color. So I do recommend probably to have some glue. They do have some double-sided tape, but I'm a glue girl. I use the double-sided tape as well that's in there, and paper snips. And I recommend a nice, good pair of paper snips. And the Stampin' Up ones are really nice and sharp and just a great size to use. So that's the only additional thing I would pack when I'm going away, because you can't take too much when you're going away, especially when you have 2 kids. There we go. So that's my April in a box. All right. Okay, now let's get on to, like I said, this catalogue and showing you some of my favourites, and then we'll make a card with one of my favourites. So I have stuck it all together so I can show you these sales. Now the best way to check these sales, because they are only while stocks last, so I think all these products are available, but I get in sooner rather than later. So best to have a look at them online. So if you've got your catalogues and you've had some favourites, you know, with stick-it notes on, or you've folded the page and you've never got around to kind of getting that one yet, jump online and see if it's on sale, because probably in this catalogue it more than likely will be. And like I say, it's up to 60% off. But if you jump online, if you go to, now I can send you a link if you want a nice easy link to shop with me. I'd love for you to shop with me. You just go to specials. So as soon as you sign in, as soon as you go to the website, and you go into specials, and there is a heading called last chance products. If you click on that one, all the last chance products will come up, and then some of them are not discounted, but there's not that many. But a lot of them are discounted, and you will see the discount there. Now remember too, the other added bonus, I told you there's so much going on. Demonstrators get this as well. We have a new Stampin' Rewards program. So we have a rewards program now. We had one before, but we've got an even better one for customers now. So now when customers shop, they get 10% back in Stampin' Rewards. So as soon as you spend $35, so it's quite low, the amount of minimum spend. So as soon as you spend $35, you will get 10%, so you get $3.50. So if you spend $100, you'll get $10. Now that will go towards your, well, not towards your next order, but it will be banked up. So next time you do an order, it will tell you that you have $10 in Stampin' Rewards. So you can actually take that $10 off your next order. Or if you spend $200, then you'll get $20. Now you can save them up now. I think they have an expiry of about a year. You can save them up and spend them later, or you can just take them off your next order. So that's pretty cool as well. As demonstrators, we get that on top of our 20%. So pretty cool. All right, back to the catalogue. So Lily Pond, I think this is a pretty cool bargain. So now just remember, when you are shopping the last chance sale, that you actually look for the stamp set and the dies individually. So don't go for the bundle price, because the bundle price is still at the original price. You need to buy them separately to get them cheaper. So the stamp set is 30% off. It's $24.50 at the moment for the Charming Duck Pond stamp set. And then the coordinating dies. So again, use those codes individually. So when you go to your catalogue, you'll have the codes individually. Or when you go online, the codes will be there individually. But don't use this code down the bottom here. Okay, so make sure you use the code here, or even just put in Charming Duck. If you type in Charming Duck, it'll come up with your stamp set and your dies individually. And the dies are $33.60, so with 40% off. The beautiful embellishments are also, and I don't have them with me, the embellishments are also discounted. And the paper's 40% off at $13.05. So this paper is super cute. I've got lots of cuts and chips in. I've used it, and it's got all bits. I don't know how many pieces are actually not cut up. So there's fish, excuse me, probably koi. Oh, that's probably going to be loud in my mic. Fish and frogs and lily ponds and dragonflies. This paper is really beautiful. You can just, I made some cards where I just used that scene and then put a sentiment on it. So look at that, isn't that beautiful? So some really pretty paper, some neutral colours that you could use for guy cards, mail cards, and then some scenery as well, and just some beautiful for that. Isn't it cute? So the dies do cut some of these pictures out on these papers. Yeah, I think that's about all of them. I've made a real mess of them, but that's okay. Yeah, the dies do cut some of the ducks out, and there's actually lots of dies in that one, 15 dies. So really, it's probably worked out just over $50 really for the stamps and the dies. But like I say, buy them all individually, and then you'll get those discounts. If anyone has any questions, if they're confused and they're saying, you know, you think to myself, I can't see the savings you're seeing, Amanda, let me know and I can help you out. That's what I'm here for, to help you out. Okay, now that piece is not going to behave. Now I'm going to have the sniffles. I do have tissues, awesome. Okay, so that's that set there, which is pretty cool. We're going to put that one all together and on there. Okay, the next one was the Thoughtful Journey. Now I love this one. I actually bought two of these. when I bought it because I stuffed up. I wanted it that bad. Yeah, so the Thoughtful Wishes, the stamp set, which is beautiful. It has like dearest friend, thinking of you, I appreciate you, you make life better, thanks, missing you, and some beautiful foliage. Foliage? That's not the word. Anyway, that. $26.40. So that's normally, I can't actually see, can't see the original price. Anyway, it's 30%, oh sorry, that's the duck. It's 40% off, so I can't see the original price, but $26.40. And then the dies, which are really nice as well. Some really big dies that cut out your stamped images as well as some additional ones as well. That one's down to $45.50. So that one, they're quite large dies and there's 11 of them. Now the paper isn't discounted and the paper is actually sticking around, but this paper that goes with this stamp set and dies is beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Really, really pretty. But just a card in themselves. I've seen people use these 6x6. Look at that. 6x6 for scrapbooking as well, because they actually use 4 of them. Yeah, so really, really nice. So that's another top pick of mine that I think is a good deal. Okay, and then I have the Country Flowers. Love, love, love this one. So the stamp set is down to $25.20 and the dies are down to $42.70. So the dies have 15 in there. And you can actually see I've got some here. They cut out the flowers and some pots, so you can go crazy. And there's the dies there. Lots and lots of dies. Teapots and jugs. Jugs which kind of coordinated a planter pot, if I said it right. So that's a really nice one there. And like I say, some good prices there. That one, that. Next one is Attention Shoppers. Now this one actually has a little bit of a story to it. When I actually got this one gifted to me. So part of the Stamping Up community, I run what's called Showcase Stamper. And this one was actually picked for me to do Showcase Stamper. So I got gifted the stamp set and then I just bought the dies. But it's a really cool stamp set. Has a really cool, so the stamp set's only $21 and the dies are $25.20. So that's less than $50 there. For a brand new stamp set and dies. It has a really cool trolley that you can die cut out, and then it's got like your shopping bags. Just see if you can see that. It has like your shopping bags and you can cut your trolley out and you have some bottles and a cake that you can die cut out as well. Oh, and even a beautiful bunch of flowers, which I've used quite a bit as well. So that one is something different. I like that one. And I really love Treat Yourself. That was probably the one that I enjoyed using a lot, was Treat Yourself. And shopping is always a good idea. I'd have to agree. Shopping and coffee is always a good idea. All right. Now, the next one is, and another one of my favorites for the guys, is the Stay Tuned. So this one I actually put on my page not that long ago. It actually builds a TV out of your dies. So there's your stamp set. So stamp set is $24.20 and then the coordinating dies are $27.60. So the dies cut out the TV and you have antennas and all little certain things that you can do it up. So 10 dies in there, and that one's really just on the $50 for the bundle. But again, don't buy the bundle price. Make sure you find the individual stamp set and die codes. Now, I think this one coordinates awesome with the designer series paper, the 6x6 designer series paper. Now, I will show you, these are all on special. as well, because they are going. Now let me just see if I can sneak peek. So this one is this one here. You have all these colours. Just going to put that in there. And this is normally $21.75 and it's down to $13, $13.05. These are great for both male and female cards. So I will get some of these out that they have. So that's your smoky slate. So you have those two sides, and you've got your pecan pie in both kind of prints. Then you've got your misty moonlight. That's smoky. I probably don't have all of them because I've used them all, but I'll tell you some of the colours as I come. That's your basic grey. That one is your mossy meadow. And then this one is your blackberry bliss, which is a really cool colour. Yeah, and then your early espresso. So they make an awesome card for guys. So they are great papers, and even better now because they are reduced. So there's some good ones to have in your stash. Is that there? So that was that one, and I lost my page now, even though I tried to keep it. There we go, found it again. The next one is, now these are whole pages 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. Pretty much every single stamp set and die is discounted. So some of my picks are most definitely, I've put it on my page, and a couple of customers have bought it. The Enduring Beauty, it is a beautiful, I used it in my live last week. Beautiful stamp set dies and masks. So the stamp set is $17.50. The dies are $18.40. And then the masks are $8.70. So for less than $50, or probably just $50, you have a very beautiful bundle there. But like I say, order them all individually. And then the other one is this layering leaves. Who loves a good punch? So the stamp set is $33.60. Beautiful sentiments with beautiful font. Sending hugs, thinking of you, best wishes for you. So happy to celebrate you. Thank you so much, and hello. And then your punch punches out your stamped in images. So it really is a nice punch to use, this one. And the punch is down to $37.80. So that's a good one. Well, they're all good ones because I picked these ones, hey. Then we have Hooray for Surprises. This is a pretty cool one. These bold stamps are really cool. Again, a different kind of font in there. So that one's $24.50. So there's so many stamp sets under $25. You can't buy them secondhand for that. So $25. Sorry. Oh no, that's a different one. Oh, hooray. No, that's it. Hooray for Surprises. Yeah. $24.50, and then the dies are $22.40. So you can see some of the beautiful die cuts that I've got out of there, that I've got in there, that I have used previously, but there's the beautiful dies. Really interesting one, this one. I've enjoyed using this one. Okay. So that's another one that you can get for less than $50. Hey Angela, how are you? You've probably got a lot of these, but there's some good deals. What else have we got? We're coming to the end of my favourites. I'll show you that one after. Gone Fishing. So one of my favourites, and one of my favourites definitely for my for scrapbooking for me. So Gone Fishing, $29.60 for the stamp set, which there's lots of stamps in this. Good things come to those who wait. So glad that you're my dad. Happy Father's Day, happy retirement, and congrats. So that's a real cool one. And then the dies, which are really interesting because they actually die cut a fishing tackle box out. So they're down to $24. So again, that stamp and dies both come down, yeah, $50, less than $50. What a buy. So that's on page 76. That's a cool one. We've got Playing in the Rain. I've lost where these ones are. Playing in the Rain, because there's so many discounted around these pages. Playing in the Rain, $23 for a cling stamp set. So that's pretty cool, $23. And then the coordinating dies, $23. $46 for brand new Stampin' dies. So that's a nice one. And they make some really cute cards. Now one of my last picks before we get card making with a pick. I've got a couple of last ones just to show you. Leaf Collection. This one's a lovely, well, you can see, look at the pieces I've cut out there. So it's a background stamp. So you can see it would stamp like this as a background stamp, or you can cut the pieces out and do this kind of card here, which you can see I've cut a lot of them out here to do just that card. This one used to be $35. It's down to $17.50. Hey Krista, how are you? I promised you some bargains. Check them out. So Leaf Collection, beautiful stamp set, $17.50. Like unheard of. So that one's a good buy. And then I'm not sure if these are in the catalogue, but I was using these the other day. I actually used them on some little Mother's Day card kits that I was making up. But these are down to $8.40. So they come with 40 die cut butterflies, and you just pop them out. They're already cut for you. You just pop them out, and they are beautiful on some cards. So down to $8.40 for 40 of them. So that's a really good deal as well. So I thought I would show you that. All right, now, well, let's get to some crafting, hey? So my last favourite is, now I did want to show you, just if you need some papers, like I say, these 6x, now there is heaps and heaps of embellishments on sale. Probably half the embellishments on this page are down to $7. So this number 5 here, this set here is down to $7, so half price. There is a couple of ribbons that are for sale. Oh, the other thing is the, let me see if I can find them. The embossing folders, again, nearly half of the embossing folders are discounted. So they're down to as low as $12.25. So your cane weave's $12.25. That beautiful cute crochet is $12.25. The Dashing Designs is down to $14. The metal plate, which has been very popular, and that one's down to $14. So some great buys. But like I say, use your catalogue. I know these catalogues can be overwhelming. Use your catalogue, mark your favourites, and then just use your item codes or the first word dashing, whatever the first word is, and check them online and see if they're on sale. If it's something you really like, but and it's not on sale, but it's in the last chance products, that means it is going. So you can, if you don't get it now, it will be gone eventually. So best to get it. But hopefully this is helping. All right, so towards the back of the catalogue, we have all our ranges of colours for cardstock. So you can buy the cardstock, the Stampin', the pad, the ink pad, the ink refill, and your Stampin' blends. And then down the bottom here, sorry, they have some 6x6 papers, which are, let me get the right colour, are these papers here. So these are usually $21.75 a packet. They're down to $15.22, but some of them are even cheaper. So this one's $15.22, and you can see the beautiful colours. Okay, and they come in all of these colours in a beautiful print. So different prints for each colour. So you get kind of 2 of the leaves, 2 of the stripes, 2 of this kind of whatever that shape is, and then the dots in each colour. Okay, so they are, look at that, the soft sea foam, really pretty. So check them out. So this one's $15.22 for the subtles, and then you've got $13. It's down to $13.05 for the brights, and I don't have the brights here. Well, hang on, yes I do, because I'm using them to craft with. Surprise, surprise. There's the brights. So that's all these colours here. So really, really pretty. So $13 for a pack of paper. Wow. The Regals, which is this pack here. So that includes like your real red for Christmas, your shaded spruce for Christmas, but real deep colours. Really nice. That's got the pretty peacock, which is a real favourite of mine. Pretty peacock. So that one's down to $8.70. $8.70, page 137. That's a pretty good buy. And then, like I showed you, the neutral colours, which is down to $13. Also, you have some in-colour papers that are going as well. And these are on page 139, the 6x6, and they're down to $8.70 as well. $8.70 for a pack of paper. If you're a demonstrator, you get 20% off that. So you're paying less than $8.70. So if your order is looking like about $169, it's well worth you joining and picking $235 worth of product and only paying $169. So just saying, well worth it. And I would love to support you on my team and help you get the best out of Stampin' Up. Get the best value. That's what I'm spending time tonight on my team gathering, is showing my team where's the best bargains. Is the colours stay the same for next catalogue except for in colours? Yes, all colours are staying the same. It's just minus these ones here. These ones are going. So your copper clay, wild wheat, boho blue, which the cardstock has sold out for boho blue. It's one of the popular ones, but some of the others will sell out soon too. Moody mauve, I'm pretty sure will go next, but Moody mauve is going, and petal path, and they're being replaced with 5 new colours. Which, want a sneak peek? I haven't shown these yet. So here's our new colours coming in. We've got cloud cover, timid tiger, strawberry slush, darling duckling, and secret sea. So there's some of our new colours coming in. So but they don't go live until May 6 to customers. However, if you're a demonstrator, we get to order some of those now. So that's another perk. Sorry, my mat's a bit crazy. All right, now let's get on to crafting. So I'm making a card for my nephew. So come across this stamp set. Awesome stamp set to have in your stash. Best family ever. And it's purely just a sentiment stamp, and it has all your, like your mum, friend, nephew, uncle, daughter, in-law, cousin, sister, everything. And then some you're in my thoughts. So this one's down. It usually is $42. It's now down to $21. And no problem, Krista. Happy to help. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Sometimes people's Facebook names. But anyway, you know who I mean. So I'm using the nephew word today. So down to $21 for like all of those. All of your, anything you need in relation to a card. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, friend. And it's got Mum in M-O-M and M-U-M. Pretty handy. So we're using that one. And then my other favourite we're using to create my card today, because I'm creating a 30th birthday card, is the Full of Life. Now this one is one of my favourites, and especially it can do for your younger people. So the stamp set is discounted to $26.40. So it has got some big font, which I love the big font. In best, well, the best and the friend is quite big, the high. And then you've got the littlest sentiments to match up with that. And then the dies are these ones here. So they're down 40% off at $36. So you get some foliage, some different kind of pieces that you can just cut. You can just cut the cardstock out and kind of put it on your paper. And then they've got some layering with the friend the friend piece here. Now the papers are actually sticking around, which I'm pretty happy with, but the papers are amazing. You can actually see, I'm not even going to show you the papers. You can see how bright they are here, but they are really, really nice. And this all is on page 43. So let's get crafting. All right. So now I talked about, I just banged my mic, hopefully that's not too bad. I talked about that bright paper, but we're not going to use that paper because I actually want to do this card using Azure Afternoon. But mainly I'm going to be using white. So this card's really going to be based around a white background. So we're going to grab a piece of basic white out and we'll put that up there. It's really quite warm in my room. Okay, I wonder if I put my fan on. Let me know if it annoys you guys. I am just too hot. Okay, last time I had my fan on and it affected the sound. So please let me know if you can hear that or if the sound has stayed the same. I hope it stayed the same. All right, so we're going to start with our base card of white. And I'm just thinking we might actually I'm actually going to make a different size card today. I'm going to have a go. I'm going to cut that at 14. No, actually 15. 15? Is 15 a bit too big? At 15. I'm going to cut that at 15 centimetres. And then I'm going to measure that. And that measures, our normal cardstock measures nearly 30 centimetres. So I'm thinking if I just fold that in half, I'm going to make this size card today. So I've cut that at 15 centimetres and then just folded it in half. So what, that measures about 15 centimetres. There you go. So 15 by 15 centimetres. Let's give that a go today. Hey Deborah, how are you? I'm good, I'm good. It's Friday, always happy on a Friday. So not going live tonight, guys, like I said, because I'm doing my team meeting, but I'm here today. So there's our base. Then underneath that, we're going to have another piece of white. And that one, we're going to go down to 14.5. So 14.5 centimetres by 14.5 centimetres. So hopefully, Deborah, you might be able to say, oh, well, Angela's here as well, but hopefully my sound's better. I have heard that it is a little bit better, so, or heaps better. So I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, I've solved it. I've actually even got it all written down what I need to do. Oh, it's been eventful. So that's going to go on there. And then we're going to do another one at 14 centimetres. So I'm going down 0.5 of a centimetre. So 14 centimetres. By 14 centimetres. So then we end up with the 3 there. Actually, I'm going to take that one down just a little bit more because I want that one, because I'm going to put some things at the side. So what did I say that was? 14. I'm going to take it down to 13.5 and see if I like that much. Yeah, I think that one will do. Oops. Just made a mess. I might just put that to the back there. Okay. So there we go. So we're going to work on now. how am I going to incorporate my Zero? I'm just wondering whether I want that to go. Actually, I might cut this one. I'm not sure whether I want this background to be in the kind of blue as well. So we'll cut this one at 14.5. Oh, my stamps are back to front. Ah, yes. And that's something Facebook have taken away, our little flip thing. Yeah, I've never really had to worry about that before, but I might have to work on that next. But I have heard of other people that go live, they can't work out that flip thing. And it's because now how I have to have my camera, because I worked out that when I was doing my flick of my screen, like back to front camera, that's where I was getting bad sound. Go figure. So I've had to give up the back to front part, looks of it. Thank you for that information. See, I don't know what it's looking like. So I could go actually that behind there and then that on there, which that might work too. I like that as well. Then I was going to grab some of the Brights paper. So this is one of the ones that is discounted. And I've got, in the Azure Afternoon, I've got these sheets here. So I've got, probably, I was thinking the circles and the stripes, really, more for a guy. Now, what I was thinking is, I'm just going to cut a strip of, I've just cut a strip at 5 centimetres, which you probably can't see because I'm at the side there, aren't I? Let me go over here a bit more. I've just cut a strip. I've just cut a strip here, which I was thinking of actually not putting that there, and that was going to go there. In fact, I'm just going to cut it down. So really, I just wanted a little strip, and I was going to put that there with, no, that was going there. That was going on top of that white piece, and then that was going there. So just to show that little, just that little bit popping out. So we could either have that, or we can keep them together and have that. But you know what? I think I will be actually able to decide at the end. I think I want the white. Anyway, we're going to decide that at the end. So with this little strip here, we're going to actually stick that one on. Now I have a little bit of paper just so I don't get glue all over my, okay. So we'll just get some glue in here and like that. Whoop. So I just line that up on my paper there, and we will stick it down. There we go, just like that. So that piece is going to go like that. And then I also need to get my die machine over, because what we're going to use is, which is another helpful set of dies, is the number, well actually the alphabet. So I need, and I will do this in blue. I was going to put some black on it, but I think I just want blue. Yeah, because I might actually do the stamping in black. Okay, so we'll get some of the blue back. Now I find with this alphabet set, I just run a whole heap through while I'm going through. Run a whole heap through while I'm going through, if that made any sense at all. Yeah, it did. Okay. But I am going to use on it the adhesive sheets. So I'm going to grab a piece of adhesive sheet out, and I'm going to stick that to here. In fact, what I might do is I might just do the 30 today, because in interest of not putting you through it all, we will just do the 30. So on my adhesive sheets, and I'll show you that, I just cut bits to suit if I'm not doing a whole heap, because I do have some here. I actually have the 3 in the black, but I didn't have the 0. So we'll go the 0 and the 3. And then all I need to do is grab some scissors and measure the 3 in the O. Whoop. And we just cut them. And all I do is then cut the piece of adhesive sheet to match. I'm probably going a little bit more than I even need to, but I probably do be a lot more careful when I'm not live. And then just take the backing off. This essentially is going to turn your die into a sticker. Now what you can also do is you can put it on the foam sheets. So I've got some here, but I don't know where they are. Oh, these ones, if you actually add them to the foam adhesive sheets, it'll give you a little bit of a lift. So we'll mount them up, make them stand up. I've got an extra plate there that I don't want to put that one through. So then we put that down and we put the 3, oh, not this way, sorry, the 3, put the adhesive sticky side down, and then your O. So we'll cut that one out. Someone did actually join not long ago, might have been last month, and got themselves a beautiful new cut and emboss machine, because you could put a cut and emboss machine in your join offer and you only pay $169. So this machine's worth over $200. So awesome way to get yourself a new machine. So that one is cut that out. And we'll just pull them out like that. We've got our 3 and our 0 like that. Might even use that, I'll keep that. So I'll put my numbers back. I didn't bring a drink here with me today. Now my fan's making me more thirsty. Can't win, hey? Now where's my case for that? Here we go. Now the other thing I brought in to go with all my, so I've got my, gotta remember this one, and I've got my dies. Here's my dies. Yep. Okay, so I thought actually we will use, well, I've got the 2-inch circle punch, the 1 3/4 and the 2 3/8. So it just depends. So this is what I'm creating on there. So I've got, I was just going to do some circles. So I'm going to do that one. And some circles as well. So we'll go the 2-inch. And then we need some blue. Maybe in the bigger one. I didn't know what I was going to use this. Oh no, because I thought, oh, is it too big? But maybe it's not going to be. So we'll go that one and that one and that one. So that makes it very easy. Your punches make it nice and easy to get some circles happening. I'm just trying to find somewhere that they don't fall on my poo, because that will hurt. So that's that there. And we've got our 30 happening. Whoops. I had a vision in my head and it's sort of coming there, isn't it? Now we need to, oh, so the other thing I was going to do for this one is we've got that there. Another thing you can do with your trimmer is, I don't think I want to use that. With your trimmer, that way. So I just put my cutting blade up there, and then what I'm going to do is, where I'm keeping them there, and the 30 there, what you can do is bring this in, and from, say, probably from about here, a little bit more. So that's probably about, let's say from about 4 centimeters, or yeah, 4 centimeters. We're just going to do, oh, sorry, I've done it the wrong way. Okay, so from 4 centimeters, turn it upside down, and then I'm going to put some scores in. Now I'm just going to check whether this is actually doing what I want it to do. That's it. So from 4 centimeters, and then 3.5, and then 3, and then 2.5, and then 2. So what that has done is just put a little bit of a score. Now you can also use a scoring board to do that, but your trimmer works fine. So when you turn it over, I think it actually would have been better the other way, but that's all right. We'll go with that. Oh no, it is the other way, Amanda. Yes, that's because you want the raised edge on the side that your card is. So we're going to put that one back there, this one here, and that one there. Probably over those lines a little bit like that. And then we've got our 30. Okay, and then we are going to, I'm just wondering, for our dies, we have got a love heart, probably not so much for a guy. Probably, oh, maybe a black love heart. Yeah, let's go for black love heart. Yeah, let me cut a black love heart out. So I will show you quickly how these kind of work, your friend and the black love heart. But there's lots of different dies you can use in there. So let's just move that one out. We'll grab our machine back again. So we'll do the black in the love heart and the black in the skinnier friend. The skinnier friend. So I'll put that in there, and our friend. Oh, now the friend is best to have the adhesive under, but I don't think I'm going to use the friend. But if I do, I'll show you how to use it with glue as well. So then we'll put that through. Like that. So that's done our friend. Just pop that out there. So it also gives you a love heart as well. Whoops. And that's coming through there. And then we'll get some white for the other part of the friend. So put that in there and grab this one and put that there. So this is where you could put best friend, hey friend, hi friend, miss you friend. And there's our friend. So this is how this one works. Just pop those ones out. And it goes on top of the friend and looks like that. So if you wanted to put like best friend or something like that on your card, that would look pretty cool. But I'll leave that one because I don't want to use that one today. So we'll put those dies back. Okay, so I've got my little heart there, and now I've lost my O. Oh no, where'd my O go? Oh, here it is. Lucky. Thought I threw it in a bin. Not that way. Lucky I stuck that thing. I know which one's back to front now. That, and that. I think I keep putting them on different ways. That's all right. Your 3 and your O. And I might actually go that way, because this love heart actually has an opening at the end. So what I'll probably do is I will actually do that like that. We have our 3 and our O. And then I'm going to stamp happy birthday, nephew. So we'll get, and I'm going to do that on white. Do that white. I'm just going to go happy birthday. Now I have to find my blocks. I just had to go out in my other room, but you know what? I don't think my blocks were out there either, but that's okay. I've got one for happy birthday, and this same block will fit the I was crafting last weekend, and I'm still unpacking. Okay, so I've got happy birthday. I'm going to do this in Memento Black. Now, one of my blacks I keep picking up, and I've got to re-ink it. And do you think I've done it? No. But I keep finding it. So that's that one. Happy birthday, beautiful. And then we need nephew, so we'll just clean that one off. I'm just trying to find it. Happy birthday, nephew. Did I clean that one off? Yeah, I did. I'll put that one back in there. And then we'll pick up nephew. Now, I could have done this all together, couldn't I? I'll keep it separate, because I think I might do it separate, actually. Yeah. I'm undecided at the moment. Now, the other thing I thought worked well, let me see if I can find them. No, not them. I found these ones too. These are on special too, the Tinsel Gem 4-pack, and I like this kind of blue in here. I'm not sure which blue it is, but anyway, it's a nice blue. So we'll put that nephew back. Okay, and we'll cut them out. There's happy birthday, and then I've just got to figure out where I want these to go. Whoop. So let me grab the card back. So we got that. Now I'm still gonna, yep, I don't need to put it back together yet, because I will decide that at the end. So we've got happy birthday, which I think I like that one up there, happy birthday, and then nephew down the bottom here. like that. But what I might do is, I don't know, I'm thinking I might have just, I was going to say a wee bit of running the same way as those lines. I might just back this like that. Yeah, so I'm going to get some glue and stick these on here. Like that. And then nephew down here. Whoop. And cut them off. Well, that one's a little bit crooked. Lucky enough it's glue, and I'm going to force it to go which way I want it to go. Beautiful. That was lucky. It was just a little bit, just in that drying time. All right, now what I might do is stick all this together. So I'm actually going to, because I like exactly how it's laying at the moment. So stick that one down there. Stick that one there. Whoops. There. And then turn that over. And that's not going to have enough on it. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh, because I want to put dimensionals on that. So we'll put dimensionals on this piece. Lots of dimensionals because I don't want any saggy middles. So we'll turn that over. And I think that's enough just to hold my heart there actually. So that'll go like that. Our nephew will go on here, but I think I just want that chopped off. Where's my scissors? Like that, and we'll put that one on dimensionals as well. So we'll take them off now. Like that. And then our happy birthday up here. Hey, oh happy birthday here. Whoop. I reckon like that. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll mount that one up as well. That. And then we'll put our 0 on. So this one you just find where the, or just take a pick tool, which is the easiest thing to do, and peel the back off and stick that one down. And then the 3. Oh. There we go. But trust me, that is easier than glue. Even though you've got to find the end, it is easier. There's our 3 and our O. And then we will, whoops, put down our, this piece. Nearly lost my heart. I'm going to have to, now because I've just done that, I'm going to have to put just a little bit of glue on this heart. There we go. Like that. And a little bit under here as well. Whoop. Got glue on my finger. Do it with my bottom. Don't have glue on the palm of my hand. So there we go. There's our card base. Now, then it's deciding. There's our card. Now we're either going to go blue with that. So there's our blue. I'm actually thinking, because I'm still experimenting with these lives, does it need to be a little bit close? Oh no, you guys can see, all right. Hey, I just bring it up. So yeah, either blue, I probably could bring it down just a little bit. Sorry guys, there we go. Blue, or I'm after some help here. Someone wants to yell out, or white. What do you think, blue or white? Let me know in the comments. I think you could do either. I'm just packing some stuff away while I wait and see if anyone wants a vote. White. Krista says white, hey? Oops, there we go. All right, okay. So, go the white then. Oops. Go the white? All right, I'll go the white. So what I might do is, I'm actually going to use my foam adhesive because I'm going to just be handing this card. I don't have to worry about posting this one. So I'm going to grab my foam adhesive sheets. And because this is quite a special card, everyone goes, oh, she's going to use all of that. I'm actually going to use, yeah, that I'm going to use. He's a special nephew. I might use that whole thing because it really does give it that appearance then of a store-bought card. So there'll be no soggy middles in there. So I'm going to take that whole sheet off. You could actually put it to the corners as well. Let's just use the whole lot. Here we go. I love these foam adhesive sheets from when you're making a card that you can give to someone. So that's going to go there, and then I will glue that one there. Like that. And I will actually put something in the center there as well. And then I would just grab some of those I actually did a share of these. That's why I've just got little bits and pieces. I'm going to actually just do 1, 2, just the 3. There we go. Now I think that's pretty good for a guy. Blue nice too, but white looks classy. Yeah, good. Right, yeah, I agree. Bit class, and especially for I don't know. Yeah, especially for an older guy too. He's not heaps old, but yeah, but he's in his 30s. So there we go. I really like that. And you know what you could actually do? You could put this in the middle. In fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that in the middle. So that doesn't go to waste. And I can't remember what that one measured. So that measured 14.5. So then I'll cut another piece of white at 14. So we'll cut this one at 14 by 14. And that can go in there. Yeah. So I'll do that one with my I don't know where my stamp and seal is. I did take that away as well. I've got my Stampin' Seal Plus. We'll just use that one. There we go. And that looks good for the center. There we go. That works well. And that makes it quite thick too. That's nice, a nice thick card. I like that. I'm really chuffed with that. Thank you for that little bit of help. Thank you, Krista. All right, well, that's me done. So hopefully it's giving you a little bit of a sneak peek of how to get that great bargain for yourself. I'd love for you to shop with me. I'd love for you to have a go of the new rewards program where you spend $35 and get that 10% back. I will take a picture of this now and put a link to the shop with me. And you can have a look at that last chance sale because it really is a pretty sweet deal. So have a great weekend, stay safe, and I shall see you soon. Bye.